And the reason my wife and I actually started Daylight Freedom Foundation was not having anything to do with any of this, technocracy, CBDCs, or anything else. The original purpose of this was actually to work on creating an environment to help people raise their consciousness. I don't know if you want to call it a midlife crisis or whatever, but I kind of realized everything was bullshit before COVID and started really going down a lot of different rabbit holes. And the conclusion that we came to is that, people need to become awake and get out of their pattern behavior if we're going to be able to move forward. And I ended up focusing on CBDCs and technocracy because I actually saw technocracy as being a threat to free will itself. And I think free will is a primary component of consciousness, your ability to make choices, good or bad, and learn from those choices. I think that's a key part of consciousness. And technocracy is the antithesis of this. But I am going to start moving more on some of the consciousness stuff as well, because one of the things that I've realized is if people don't wake up, if people remain caught in these patterns, Republican versus Democrat, thinking the political system is the way out, we are going to be hopelessly stuck. So you'll hear more from me about that. There are a couple of podcasts that are related to what we're going to be talking to today that I hope you revisit. I had a great podcast with Mark Passio and Michael Rectenwald about the digital cage and the globalist plan to enslave humanity by 2045. And what was interesting about this podcast is it covered two different angles. Rectenwald covered kind of the exoteric angle, where kind of looking at the World Economic Forum and some of these globalist institutions and how that works. And Mark Passio is a fascinating character who really took the esoteric side. So what's even behind those organizations? And Mark used to be a Satanist. He was under LaVey. I think he was a priest or whatever the concept was there, and he broke free from that. And so for the last 17 years, he's been trying to wake people up about this esoteric stuff. So I think all of this kind of feeds in, and hopefully we'll be having more conversations and so forth. Also, you should check out episode 13 from last year, Sterling Lujan, who is fascinating. And this is actually a big area of research and focus for me, because we talk about the problems a lot, but I'm actually really more interested in the solutions. How do we get our way out of this?